The Bulls are indeed active today. My goodness, now we get the report that Nikola Vucevic, after all these years, been over 5 years now, always somehow managed to evade the Bulls from getting traded, despite the fact that he probably should have been traded a long time ago. Nikola Vucevic is getting traded to the Boston Celtics for Anfernee Simons. The Bulls are also sending a second-round pick to the Boston Celtics as well in this exchange. Interesting. Anfernee Simons has actually had a really great season. I've never been that big of a fan of Anfernee Simons in general, just because I feel like he's kind of been one of these high-volume, somewhat inefficient shooters. He's also on an expiring contract, so again, yet another situation just like at Jaden Ivey. You're also going to be on the clock to try to figure out whether or not you want to actually extend this guy, and how much is he going to cost you if you're going to extend him. But also, like Ivy, could be another one of those scenarios where you're extending a guy that probably isn't going to get that much interest on the free agency market, and so maybe you can get him on a pretty relatively team-friendly deal. Like, that's what the Bulls are probably hoping with Jaden Ivey. So it's interesting, also interesting because it's yet another guard on this team that the Bulls are adding in addition to Mike Conley, which you'd have to believe this definitely means the end of at least one of Kobe White, and I would assume, to be honest, if not both. Again, another guard that can score, another guard that can shoot threes, actually shooting threes at a very solid clip, near 40% on pretty high volume this season, but another guard that doesn't defend really well. And I think, we kind of keep going on and on about this, about how the Bulls need to add defenders to this roster. We'll see. I mean, it's very possible the Bulls could be flipping Mike Conley for someone else. Also very possible the Bulls have some other trade in the works to try to actually bring in a starting level center, since they're obviously moving away from Nikola Vucevic. But the end of an era of Nikola Vucevic with the Chicago Bulls. Again, apologies, I'm recording this without my microphone. I am still in the office at work. I will obviously have a more in-depth analysis, deep dive on both of these trades, really, or if there are subsequent trades, which may end up being the case. Bulls are really active today. I would have expected this to be on Thursday. They're getting business out of the way right now. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. As always, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.